My name is Russ Galusha. I graduated from UALR in 2008 from the School of Mass Media, and I am now currently a video editor slash digital technician. Currently, I work for a TV show called Mineral Explorers, which is also the production house, is Mineral Explorers. It is a show that follows the exploits of Thomas Nagin, a mineral dealer around the world, to different mine localities, showing where minerals come from.
My name is Thomas Nagin, and I'm a mineral explorer.
For the last 35 years, I've traveled the world in search of the finest gems, crystals, and minerals. Now, I'm taking you along with me.
It's humid in here.
We'll visit some of the richest mines and discover just what it takes to unearth these natural treasures.
It's going to be one heck of an explosion. It's okay. Come on.
With Mineral Explorers, we shoot 30+ hours of footage per episode nearly. So it's just a massive amounts of footage for a 26-minute show to sift through. I went to UALR kind of originally just to get a degree, and then when I figured out film was what I wanted to do, I went straight into the editing room. I like puzzles, and it's basically putting together moving pieces of a puzzle to tell a story, which is something I always wanted to do. Growing up, I kind of got into film different ways. My brother was kind of a big film guy, so he was really one of my biggest draws to it at an early age. He would introduce me to these horror movies that I wasn't able to see, and I probably shouldn't have seen at that age, you know. So immediately I was desensitized really young, and I got into the horror side of things and just loved sci-fi horror. I loved to figure out how they did the effects and how the editing went into the effects, and through my brother I was kind of able to get that, which led to my avid fanhood of, you know, science fiction and horror. Immediately I was just captivated by it. It's like I could work on a production, making a movie, travel, and get paid to do all this, not really out of my pocket. And, you know, the consensus was, yes, if you get good at what you do, you can do this. The great thing about going to school at UALR was how it prepared me for going into the film business here in Arkansas, and it has everything to do with the professors' understanding of how film works. They're all for you going out into the world and getting the knowledge you need, which was a really big help in, you know, the honing of my craft and learning how to do things, as well as getting contacts early. So, you know, you're out there, you're learning, getting to know these people who work in your field before you're even out there on the market. It's led me down a multitude of different paths to take, and, you know, I've weaved through different ones to be able to do some amazing things. I'm very happy with, you know, where I've gone from UALR to now. I've gotten a chance to work on a Sundance feature that won 2 awards at Sundance. Upsalidio won Best Cinematography, as well as the Alfred P. Sloan's Excellence in Science Award. Then from there, I've worked on several short films that have won Best Short in the Arkansas Film Festival, nominated and accepted into other film festivals such as Tribeca, Los Angeles Film Festival. I've been able to work with documentaries from AETN that have helped us to win an Emmy. I won an Emmy for Best Documentary and Best Cinematography for Champion Trees, a documentary that my brother and I both cut. Through all this, I landed the job at Mineral Explorers, which, you know, set me on the dream I kind of got into, which was I wanted to be able to work, get paid, and travel, and get paid to travel. So with Mineral Explorers, I've been able to go see Peru, Mexico, in the summer we'll be doing Spain and Portugal for a month. I've been very grateful and to all those people that have helped me in the past, and UALR is really one of those that started me to get to that point.
Hello and welcome to the UALR School of Mass Comm Alumni at Work. Today we have Russ Galusha with us. My name is Sarah, and let's get started. How are you doing today,
good.
Russ?
I'm doing well, thank you.
It's nice to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, it's been a while.
So you are a student of the School of Mass Communication at UALR. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2008.
Okay. So what is your current job right now?
I am an editor for a local PBS TV show, so senior editor for Mineral Explorers would actually be my title.
Cool. Mineral Explorers, tell us a little bit about what that is.
Well, it's a unscripted reality show for PBS, which documents Thomas Nagin, who's a mineral dealer, and his exploits going around the world, buying and selling minerals from the source. It's very much a cultural identity thing, where we go and we show where these things come from, and the people that bring them out, and the struggles that they go through to kind of do that. And
I bet you learned so much in the process, and just getting to experience going to different cultures like that, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. You never, you know they go through a lot to get this stuff, but you don't, until you see it or experience it.
Puts it in perspective.
Right, absolutely.
So, do you enjoy editing? How did you get involved in that?
I do. I love editing. I love sitting behind a computer. I've never been much for in front of the camera type stuff, but I got into it actually. My older brother, Russ Galusha, is an editor. He's a commercial editor, and as well as we've worked on a couple of features and short films together. But between him and my best friend, who is an editor as well, they kind of got me into it. I saw what they did.
So
I love putting story together. So it's especially a documentary or even reality, because it's like a puzzle. You take these pieces and you put it together to give the audience an emotion. And I think that's a lot of fun to kind of manipulate the audience to feel what you want them to feel.
Right.
And
so how would you describe UALR to a potential student?
I guess I would describe it as it's a very good place to learn your craft, as well as it's a good place to go where you can learn your craft outside of school.
Right.
The professors here, at least when I was here, and a lot of them are still here, that were very much open to going outside of here. You miss class, that's okay as long as you're working.
Right.
I did a lot of commercial internships with local production houses, and there would be times where I'd just text my professor or call my professor and be like, hey, I'm not going to be in class, I'm going to be working today.
Yeah.
And as long as it's within the field of what we're doing,
right,
they're happy about it, because you're still getting your education.
Yeah.
They have an understanding of you won't learn everything in class.
Right.
And it's very much a hands-on field that you have to learn outside doing the job. So they're very open to letting you get out, pushing you out the door to go do this work.
That's good. Yeah, and it kind of shows your persistence. They need to see somebody who's driven, because future employers are going to want that.
Right,
So.
and it's all about experience. It's a very catch-22 business. Like, you can't get a job without experience, but you need the experience to get a job.
Yeah.
And especially after living in LA, it's like you do free work so much. It's one of the only businesses I know that you're going to do so much free work before you ever get paid.
Yeah.
But it's the experience you need.
So how did going to school at UALR contribute to the path you've taken?
I think it's kind of what I was saying before. They were very helpful in pushing you away.
Yeah.
Keeping you here, but pushing you to go out and do things. So they also had some professors that are really hard on you, not necessarily emotionally, but they'll get on you if you're not doing your work, or if your product is crap. They'll let you know, and they'll tell you that you're not going to make it.
They're not going to sugarcoat it.
Right, and I think that's a great thing, because they don't sugarcoat it out there. Most of the time they don't.
So, looking back, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Stick with it, definitely. I'd say that just keep pushing yourself.
So what advice would you give to students going into a career in mass communication?
Work hard, put yourself out there. This is a business of putting yourself out and getting turned down constantly. You have to have thick skin.
So why should students choose UALR?
I think they should choose UALR. I guess some of the things I had mentioned earlier. It's like the professors will push you.
Right. Would you say the School of Mass Comm here at UALR adequately prepared you for your job that you have now?
I definitely think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Russ, is there anything I haven't asked you today that
No, I think it's been great. I think just stick with it. You know, if you have a passion for it, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I think that's a big thing. As long as you know, you're strong-willed and you know what you want to do and you keep working hard, you'll get there. You know?
Well, that's encouraging. I think people need to hear that. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Russ, for being here today. We've really enjoyed having you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun, actually.
Definitely.
I don't get in front of the camera very often.
Good.
So.
Yeah. Well, you're natural. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
And thank you, audience, for joining us for the School of Mass Comm Alumni at Work. We'll see you next time.